Islamic terrorists, whether they have armed them in Syria, because we know they're arming some of the rebels, and we haven't had an answer as to which rebels they're arming and which they're not. And you cannot win a battle against radical Islamic terrorism if you're unwilling to utter the words radical Islamic terrorism, if you don't acknowledge the character.
If you believe this is a central threat, as you do, you're putting it out here right now, let's talk about ISIS in Iraq, because you mention it. If this is such an existential threat, as you believe, then that would mean, I guess, intellectually consistently, that you would then be willing to talk to Iran to work together, because the U.S. and Iran are on the same side as seeing ISIS and this radical Islamic extremism that they represent as a crucial existential issue in Iraq.
Absolutely not, and that was the most surreal moment of Secretary Clinton's entire interview, when she suggested that the United States could partner with Iran.
But I don't understand why you would rule it out. If you say this is the central issue, we're on the same side, if you're not willing to work with them, then you must not see it as a central issue.
No, that's not true. ISIS are radical Islamic terrorists who have declared their intention to murder Americans, Israelis, to attack Jordan. They are enemies. But the regime in Iran is an enemy as well. They refer to Israel as the little Satan and America as the great Satan. And this goes back, what was astonishing is on a 20, 30-minute discussion of foreign policy, Secretary Clinton did not once mention the gravest national security threat in the world to the United States, which is the threat of the nation of Iran acquiring nuclear weapons capability. That's a stunning omission. So the idea...
And that is a fair question, the Iranian nuclear issue. But I want to just understand, you're saying that even though Iran and the U.S. may agree on ISIS, and ISIS is such a huge threat, that is still not enough for you to at least have a conversation with Iran. Like, for example, not just Hillary Clinton, Lindsey Graham said that he would do.
Under no circumstances should we be partnering with Iran. Listen, I agree with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that the current deal that the Obama administration is negotiating with Iran is a very, very bad deal. It is an historic mistake. And the reason they're making the mistake, the person leading the negotiations is a negotiator named Wendy Sherman. She is an old Clinton hand. She was the lead negotiator for the Clinton administration with North Korea, and we're making the same mistakes we made in the 1990s. In the 1990s, in the Clinton administration, they relaxed sanctions against North Korea. Billions of dollars flowed in, and North Korea used those billions of dollars to develop nuclear weapons. We literally brought the same negotiator back who had failed in the prior deal to negotiate the same lousy deal. And now with what's happening in Iraq, the danger is, I think, even greater. That we'll see an extension of the Obama-Clinton foreign policy to cut a deal with Iran that only accelerates their progress towards nuclear weapons capability.
I will note, I'm not saying you're defending George Bush at all, but for those out there, of course, George